Hello, so this is a quick video about my desk setup because it's changed and I know some of you like to know what gear I'm using. So I've been using two of these Philips G-Line monitors for a while now. They're 144Hz 1080p monitors with G-Sync. When my old Samsung monitor started playing up, I looked at Acer and Asus monitors. They were about £600. These two were in a sale at £300 each, so I bought two for the price of one. Before I bought these, I had a 3-monitor setup and I really liked that, so I decided to buy a third one. I eventually found a manufacturer refurbished one on eBay for £200, which was a real bargain, so I now have three 27-inch monitors on my desk to replace my old setup, which was two 19s and a 27. The reason I can fit these on is because I've bought a new desk, well, a second-hand desk. I bought it from a company that sells second-hand office furniture. It's got a beech top, it's got big chunky metal legs, and it's height adjustable. It's not electronic, you have to turn a little handle, but this thing only cost me £100. As you can see, the wiring setup is still pretty raggedy because I've put things on the desk, got them in the right position. Now I just have to make sure everything's where I want it before I start doing any cable management on it. I don't use the 3 monitors while gaming, but I do use them while doing things like video editing and writing because it just lets me spread things across more screens and have them bigger. My PC is back to where it used to live, next to the desk. It is of course lower than the desk is now, so I did have to buy some extension cables for USB and some longer DisplayPort cables just to make sure they didn't stretch. The thing I haven't worked out yet is the microphone placement. It's currently just bolted to the front of the desk, whereas before it used to come over the top of the monitors, which was easy with 19-inch monitors, not so easy with 27-inch monitors. It's going to have to live here for a while until I work out a solution to get it coming over the top again. But at the moment it's not really much of an issue, although it does sound a bit more echoey for some reason than it did before, which is why you might have noticed a difference in the last video. And this clamp won't bolt onto the sides of the desk because they've got metal rails running along it. And until I've worked out where the microphone is going to go, at the moment things are plugged into the front headers on the case rather than tucked away nicely and neatly in the back. Nothing's changed with my actual PC, it's still a 6700K with a 980 Ti in it. I've also been asked if I would upgrade to a Ryzen CPU. And for gaming, I don't think Ryzen is an upgrade, at least not with the processors they've shown so far. The 7700K is beating Ryzen 1800X at gaming. Now, Ryzen is better at multi-threaded applications, but at gaming, especially in 1080p and 1440p, the 7700K is better. In fact, the 6700K is better than the 1800X. And that's simply down to the higher clock speeds and overclocking potential of the Intel chips. They can push information to the graphics cards much faster than the new AMD Ryzen chips can, and so they're better at gaming. I've also been asked about the 1080 Ti, and that's a harder decision. The 980 Ti is still pretty good. It runs games really well and it renders my videos pretty well. But the 1080 Ti is a big performance jump over the 980 Ti. In fact, it's a big performance jump over the 1080. 1080 Ti is clocking slightly faster than a Titan XP on some of the games and on some processes. So I might be considering a 1080 Ti, but again that wouldn't be for a few months until the manufacturer cards have come out with the better coolers and seen some reviews on them, find out really how fast they go, how much they overclock and how noisy they are. And generally that's what I do with any hardware. I very rarely buy hardware when it comes out. I'll usually wait 2 or 3 months to find out what it's like. But anyway, that's a glimpse of my new desk setup. So 3 27-inch monitors on a bigger desk. Still got to sort out the cable management, which is why there's lots of cable ties and things still hanging around, and I've still got to find a permanent home for the microphone. But other than that, everything seems to be pretty good. I don't plan on buying anything else in the near future, but then I didn't really plan on going for this 3-monitor setup until I bought a new desk and then found this third monitor really cheap. So who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching.